Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. Give me a second. Okay, that should be good. So, I have appointments today, and after my appointments, I'll be able to get on here and edit that video because I don't have enough Wi-Fi strength to do it here. But just think, it all started me walking that way, that way. All the way in that building. Now let me tell you the story behind that. I I don't even remember how I got there. I think no, the police. The police sat up there from the Greyhound bus station from Canada because I caught a Greyhound and I took a taxi and caught a Greyhound all the way downtown Seattle. All the way from downtown Seattle. And when I sat up there and I took a taxi, I talked to the police. I gave him my ID. I said, please. He was like, it's going to be a long ride or a long walk. You walking from the Greyhound bus station all the way to the VA hospital. So let me take you. He was a little cute Asian dude. So he took me all the way here. He said, go in that building. They should help you. And before I hit the premises, before I hit the surrounding premises, I won't give me a second. Hold on. I sat up there. I remember exactly what I did because I walked 10 miles to the Canadian border. But to get back to the point, I ended up here. And before I got into the surrounding property of the government property, I sat up there and vaped. I had sat up there and vaped a little bit. The weed. I had to say that without being so, I had to be conspicuous. So I got on the property and my feet were so blistering because I wore the wrong boots. I wore the wrong shoes. And I still got those shoes. I bought them from Ketchikan, Alaska for a discount, but I didn't have the soles in them that I needed. And they weren't like military boots. So to get back to the point, I was scarred. I had rings around my ankle, look like blistering rings around my ankle. It was terrible, man. So the doctor gave me some Bactrim ointment, and this ointment helped with the possibly getting an infection from that. I still got the ring, but it's going away. And what happened was I sat up there. I said, let's do it, doc. I remember. I sat up there. I was like, let's do it. Send me back out. And little did I know what was going to happen a couple of weeks or a week or a couple of days later. But I said, send me back out. I ended up going to one shelter near where I go. I go to University of Village when I want to go, out shopping, which I don't go shopping there. I just like the sightsee. But it's a weird way to go. You have to make like three right hand turns in the turn. But it was way deep in some good property. So we stayed at a church and we slept there, and it was all male and just me, and I hated it. So I left, and I ended up going back to the well, not back. I ended up going to my demise, the YWCA. So when I got there, it was like so terrible, man. It was very terrible. I was being like mistreated and stuff. And case in point, 8 months go by, bada boom, bada bang. Y'all know the story. 8 months go by, and now I'm here, which is almost 2 years now. It'll be 2 years in January. But you know, one thing I am grateful for, I am grateful for the the judge. I am grateful for my probation officer. I'm thankful for my social worker. I'm thankful for everybody that It may not be perfect. What court system is perfect? You name one court system that is perfect. It may not be perfect, but it's suitable and it's doable. I I have no other ulterior motive. I haven't been looking nothing up. You know, they approved me going to my graduation, which is October 12th in Texas. I'll be graduating with my master's in business administration, and I will be doing that in Dallas, Texas. I am so proud of myself. I have pat myself on the back. And then I'm going back for my doctorates. It's not that I want somebody to call me Dr. Cloud. It's that I want to be able to proceed to do everything I need to do that is on my bucket list. Like, what if I don't go for my doctorates? 5 years down the road, then I go for my doctorates 5 years down the road, and I won't be as sharp as I am now. Like, I take brain medication. And what I mean by that is, that those, you go to the aisle, you got B12, you got all of those, but the brain medication, I take that to keep my brain sharp. And it really helps. It really helps. I have to make sure, I hate when my phone does that. I have to make sure that, I take my brain medication and take my allergy medication, which my allergy medication isn't working right now. So I took a Benadryl. Let me show you what I took. I never take Benadryl no more. But I bought this. And it actually helped. I hate that it helped, and I don't like feeling drowsy. I hate it. And so I took it, and it cleared my nose because every night when I go to sleep, I sit up there and my nose be just real stopped. And it gets so scary to the point where I'm like, do I need surgery for this? What is going on? And I don't want to change my little stubby nose, because once you start fooling with the bone structure, you be like, hi, my name is Mrs. Cloud. You know what I'm saying? No, we don't want that. I just needed to be uninflamed. It's swollen up there. And I use the spray all the time, and it doesn't help. I use two sprays. I spray one in one nostril, one in one nostril, one in this one in this nostril. I am like a nerd, yo. I have allergies and I just be sneezing and it's just so and then the cotton here is like, you can pick a cotton, so much cotton around, you can pick like so much and make a shirt out of it. And the dust quality, it's just terrible, man. So, like I was saying, I have appointments, and I don't want y'all to think I'm just at home sleeping or something. And I'm not. I have appointments. And that doesn't mean that I'm behind on something, because I'm not behind. I done completed all my homework for my master's program. It's just that I have to complete the last discussion and the last two discussions and the last PowerPoint presentation. And that I will be doing with you guys tomorrow. So it's not like I'm behind. If I don't do my editing of my video today, I will do it tomorrow when I'm off. But this is a must to go to my appointments. You know, I pick a day to go through everything that I possibly can go through for you guys. And I told y'all I'll be taking a break, a mini break, instead of you know, being on here all the time. Now, I thought about today going to the movies to kill some time, but I was like, no, I have appointments. So I went to those appointments. I really want to see Bad Boys and the Rise of Guru or something, the Rise of Guru or something. So that's what I want to see. Pixar film, cartoon. I'm gonna smoke this guy. He's like, makes make it sound like me. That's why I want to do it. Cause listen, he's like, maintain your identity as who you are. I know y'all seen it, all y'all parents out there. And then the guy with the blonde hair said, I'm gonna swear. And then the little yellow thing was like, he's like pointing at his shoes. He's like, is that good? It's so funny, yo. Um, other than that, uh, that that movie, it came out a hit, and they're milking it, but they're making good quality. I mean, just to see those two parts and it be so captivating. Pixar is so captivating. And I wonder if they use AI technology to narrate a video or a movie. And what I mean by that is they'd be like, well, this happened. They go through every movie that they ever made about I forgot what it's called. All I can say is the rise of Gru. Um I forgot what it's called. Despicable Me. Despicable Me. And so they put in a database all the movies that they ever done, and then they ask AI, well, hey AI, what should a movie narrate to, you know, now? And then it narrates to a new segment. And that's probably what the Simpsons do and been doing. That's why they are so good at prediction. It's not really, it's about the artists and it's about the producers, but it's also about the quality of the AI technology that narrates, that predicts things. I guarantee that's how they do it. That's why some, like for instance, Three Delivery, Kappa Mikey, Avatar The Last Airbender, Larry Swartz was such a good writer. But nowadays they up the game. That's why so many people are protesting about this, because they able to use AI technology to navigate the storyline of what they believe will be funny, scary, interesting, everything. And that's how they do it. Now, I don't know how long it's been in the works. I don't care. But The Simpsons has, they had a study on The Simpsons where you get paid like $6,000 to go over all their episodes and rate them all. They had like a presentation where you have to look at every Simpsons movie, which is a lot, and actually talk about it. What did you feel? How did you feel? I was trying to, but I was like, I don't have that much time. That was in 2022. So that's how they do it. Because there's no way. It used to be that way. But did you know? Okay, I'll tell you this. This is how I know it's that way. Like Mission Impossible. What else? Hit movies that then came out over and over with the same narrative. Some get left alone. Some also get told to leave it alone 10 years to let the movie die down and let the movie saturate to bring on a new narrative. I'm sorry, Hollywood, I'm giving away your scoops. Like I even seen by myself. I wish I was with my nephews, my nephews in law, but Space Jam 2. I was able to see Space Jam 2. And it was well executed. And sometimes they tell the truth about stuff. Like the African American guy that was in Space Jam 2 as the internet, he was inside the internet modem. That's what I'm saying about Apple. They can listen, they can see. Seriously. And I won't go into depth about that, but we got Chat GBT, and it's another one that Google made that Mark Cuban talk about. I forgot. But y'all, it's gonna be a beautiful day. It's such a beautiful day out. I had to sit outside, and I appreciate you guys. Like, seriously, every day that goes by, I feel like this brings me more and more towards continuing to do the right things, continuing to do the right things. That's all I want to do. That's my ulterior motive. it's not it's not to do anything bad. It's to continue to do the right things. That's what I'm about. Continuing to do the right things and have integrity. That's what I learned from the military. Guess what, y'all? Even when no one's watching, when no one's watching, that's the best time to have integrity. You don't go off and cheat, on your husband or your wife because no one's watching. You have integrity. You hold that. You say, no, I don't want to do that because just because no one's watching. You don't sit up there and murder anybody because no one's watching, right? Because you will get caught. Have integrity. Do the right things when no one watching. I could easily pop a can of beer in Texas. There we go. These birds be acting weird. What do you see? I can easily like drink, like a can of beer or something, but I'm not. When I get there, I made sure my graduation day is going to be at 3 p.m. because I know I've been having trouble. I just want to make sure I'm there at like 1 p.m. That way, I have enough time to get ready because nobody's going to be holding my keys. I may have to put my keys in my bra. I think they have. I'm gonna check it out. I already got my cap and gown. Usually, what I do is when I do my cap and gown, I when I do my cap and gown, I take a picture of it. But I've been had my cap and gown and all that crap. But so what I plan on doing is seeing going in it. It's got the plastic all in it. Going in it and see if it got any pockets. Follow me at the Kimberly Cloud Show 39 on Facebook. Hold on, y'all. Follow me at the Kimberly Cloud Show 39 on Facebook. I don't want to get out of my battery life because it be acting weird. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. So go and see if there's two pockets. If there are pockets, one to hold my cell phone, one to hold my keys. That's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get there early to try to get the veil for. If I get an A in this class, that probably will lead me up to a 3.70. So if I get a 3.70, I wear a different veil. I already got a package deal for a flight, a hotel room, and a rental car. I called the rental car place because you know how they're in hotel. I called the hotel room. You know how they're incentives, incidentals, and you be having to pay an extra $200 or $100. And I'll be like, no, just let me know now. That way I'll have it all ready. Um, I don't plan on doing nothing while I'm there, but staying at the hotel talking to you guys. Probably dancing and celebrating with some Canadian Dry soda. Remember Canadian Dry? They don't even have Canadian Dry no more. They probably renamed it or something. But yeah, yeah, I am so happy about this. I'm so happy that I'm able to get where I need to be. I am. I watched the graduation from June the June or yeah, June, late June. It was a graduation from University of Phoenix, late June. And I watched the graduation. It's pretty set forward. You know, you sit down for 2.5 hours and they talk, and then you come up the stage and they have a split screen. But this time it's not like Coppin, but I love Coppin for doing that for me because I can always go back to it. But at the University of Phoenix, there's a split screen and there's names. So when I come down the stage, hopefully I don't trip. You know, I can't even do a cartwheel. For one, I have to wear a dress, you know, and some what, not heels, but those flats. I like flats. You don't go, I don't understand these women that go to a graduation wearing heels, and it's always stand sit. You know, I've been through, this ain't my first rodeo. This would be my third graduation. So yeah, I asked my sister, I said, Jessica, since you can't make it to the graduation, could you possibly, I never asked her if she could make it, but it, I don't want her to make it. I want her to be relaxed sitting down so she won't have to worry about parking and then, you know, the next thing and all that. You know, so she'll be watching from home, and you can watch too if you want to see me graduate October the 12th at 3 p.m. So yeah. So anyway, my bad. My phone. I'm streaming. I'm going through a hotspot off my phone. But those who stayed, thank you. So anyway, like I was saying, I have to put my phone somewhere away from the sun You know how the evil monkey used to do on Family Matters? So anyway, that sun is beaming on my phone, and it's like phone needs to cool down before you can start to stream again and all that crap. So pretty much what was I talking about, you guys? I was talking about, hold on, because I was so focused on my phone. Um, the AI technology for movies. So this AI technology is really brilliant, man. And not everybody that's in a major production company, or let's just say production company, has it, you know. So yeah. Other than that, I'm just waiting for my 3 o'clock appointment. And the graduation, that's what I was talking about. Graduation. I am so happy about it. October 12th, 3 p.m. And I cannot wait. And it's not going to be my last graduation, because I'm going to climb tooth and nail to get my doctorate degree. What are you going to do with your doctorate degree? Absolutely diddly squat. No, you know, it's fun running for state senate. It's fun running for U.S. Senate. And I don't do it for the fun of it. I do it because I don't want a title by my name. I did it, and we'll do it again, because I feel that we do need change. We need somebody like me that's in there, um, to be a neutral party, to both introspect bipartisan, and to talk about the changes that needs to be implemented within the heart of Kirkland, within the heart of Bellevue, within the heart of Linwood, within the heart of Seattle, within the heart of Burien. Like, that opens a lot of doors when you're either city council or state senate. I feel right now that I want to make a change. I want to make a change. I don't care about the title. I just care about the hard work and dedication it takes to get that title. And continue that title. Right now, my health is not gayaka, or however Chris Tucker said it. It's more like, okay, we need to get serious. My mother died at 43 from colon cancer. She was in her fourth stage. So I'm got a colonoscopy coming up August 30th for a consultation. And that way I can get it done and I can see what's wrong. Then I have iron infusion. Then I have a pain management clinic. I don't want no narcotics. I'll probably get the shots and the acupuncture, probably change my regimen of working out, probably. That's why I go to University Village, because it's a long, like yesterday, I was there, and oh my God, y'all, I was getting, it was like a maze. I'm trying to get the Jamba Juice and crap. And I know the way. They got Tesla there. They got car stores that you can't even pronounce there. Have y'all seen the new Tesla truck, or the Tesla truck? It's like, it's like, Elon Musk said, let me draw this. Do, 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 square. We're going to do it square and make it 150,000 a pop. I know that's how much they worth, but yeah, man. I got to get my health together, because I'll admit that I sat up there and fell out. I fell out 3 times before. Now, not to say I would be standing, but I need to get a hold of what's going on with my health. The first time I fell out, I was cleaning up at in Wilkes-Barre. I was cleaning up my project in Wilkes-Barre, and I fell out and I urinated on myself. Now, mind you, I wasn't on any narcotic or drugs except one, which wasn't like Percocet or nothing. And when I did that, they took me to the hospital. They couldn't find nothing wrong. Then in Philly, the same thing happened. Then in Santa Maria at the CVS, I fell out, right? And they sent me to the hospital and they said nothing was wrong. I'm like, what is going on? I don't want to have a fourth episode happen. Like I'll pass out easily. Now, I don't know if it's because of my nose, like being stopped up from my allergy severely. It's like the blood goes rushing to my head. I remember I fell out 3 times. I got up, fell back out, got up again, fell back out, got up again, fell back out. And then they woke me up. I sat there laying down. They said my blood temperature or my blood pressure was very low. And I started crying. I'm like, what the fuck? You know? So I am taking care of my health before I truly run for and put my hard work and dedication into running for state senate and city council. So yeah, I would see myself. I actually agree with Matthew. I would see myself in city council so I can get my feet wet. That's a 2-year term, and I uh, I want to make sure that I I want to make sure that, like I said, my health is okay. Like I have a clean beard, a clearance of health. You know, Um, like I work out, but I don't work out like I really want to. I truly want to like walk on a treadmill 10 miles like I did before. Like when I went to the Canadian border, I walked 10 miles. Now, adrenaline was pumping. I didn't stop or nothing. The highway, let me tell you that story. The highway was like right there. I called the police. I got so many police reports. They got a personal file on me, yo. Like Lil Wayne say. But listen, the highway was right there. I had to go around because for some reason, when I walk on the highway or anything highway, I can feel the electrical current because there's electrical current and there's more open. Some people can do it. Some people are more sensitive. When you feel them cars, those electrical cars, and you're walking, and you're, it was like a mile walk, but I went all the way around, and I couldn't believe I got there. And then when I got there, and they sent me back, and I went to the hospital, and they patched me up, I was just like, let's do it again. But I'm healthy, but I'm not. And I want y'all to know that when I take this time off, it's not to lollygag. Sometimes a little bit it is to and have fun for 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, because I feel like, you know, I work all the time. I work all the time. Even when I don't have nobody to interview, I'm working or doing something. And these 2 weeks I want to take off so that I can take all my appointments in account, do what I need to do, and continue to strive to move forward. Hold up. Woo. Sorry. So, I don't know if I want to do it this year though. Next year, I don't know what I want to do. I can't tell y'all the future, the whole future, because it seems like every time I talk about the future, it gets sabotaged. And I just told y'all my health situation. It's at a, if you had to go between high, medium, moderate, and low, it's between moderate and low. I don't know what that is. Between low and between moderate. Between low and moderate, and then medium, and then high. Because I used to feel like I had to pass out when I was in choir when I was 17 years old because of the condenses. It is just my thing, you know. Um, and like I said, I was supposed to. I'm here now. I'm gonna get off of here in a little bit, but I'm supposed to be getting some infusions, some iron infusions, and they're supposed to give you a headache and all that. But at least I have because I got like the Nexplanon, and when you have the Nexplanon, you know you lose a lot of menstrual fluids or whatever. And I'm just being real. This is something. It's not TMI. It's not too much information. It's just the truth. For those who wants to get it, you know, at first you start to have a heavy flow, but then it'll ease out. This is my third one, and this is the heaviest I've ever been, and I'm anemic. I'm anemic too, so that doesn't go hand in hand. So that's why I need iron infusion. So I can eat a whole bunch of raw steak or raw meat, you know, but that ain't going to catch up. So yeah, yeah. And then what else? People are scared to get the Nexodon, right? I turn my head when I'm getting that crap. It's every 3 years too. It is definitely worth it. It is definitely worth it. 3 years, you don't have to get a shot, gain weight. You don't have to take a pill, forget. You don't have to use a condom to get inserted in with with the sperm. You don't have to do any of that. You just get the worst happen, and you're on your way. Period. I remember when I was like 16, 17. I would have to sit up there and what is it? Use, you know, protection. I have to know how to word this. I would use protection, but it was scary because, to be quite honest, I ended up at 17 years old, uh, like pregnant, and my whole life dropped because I was on delayed entry to get into the military, and I hate that I had to give up my child that way. But look at me now. My whole life, I would have ended up in the projects, hands down. I would have ended up in a West Charlotte, Charlotte Homes if they still got it. I would have ended up in a shack of a house that I thought that was adequate for right now with roaches and possibly rats, thinking I'm hot shit and I got my own stuff together with my child, my boy. I've always had boys. So I had an abortion. Um, I don't know what to say about the abortion Roe v. Wade. You know, I probably would have went to a pro-abortion state, uh, and had it been now, I think there should be some states that are pro-abortion. um, because you never know if you might, accidents happen. Accidents happen, you know? And I like to talk to you guys about this because I want to explain to you that it can happen. But when you abuse the system, when you're abusing the system, I've only had one and done. And I got into the military. I spent almost 4 years in the military, and I got out. I worked hard for my honorable discharge. I got my honorable. The Army Review Board doesn't give you. They don't. They don't care if you say I was mistreated. This should change. No. If you got your proof, which I had a stack of paper like that I sent in myself and gave it to me. They gave me an honorable, and they kept their word. And it's my word that I want to make the best of my honorable while I'm out. I would have never had these happen. Yeah, it's been rough. Yeah, it's been rough. But I would have never had this happen. And that's why I want to run for city council. I don't have a tip top history with, you know, I'm a war veteran, or I'm not like George Washington where he galloping on a horse and people going like boom, 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 and he galloping. Like, that's a real crap right there. To sit up, I said this before, to sit up there and be galloping on a horse while these are bullets like that big, and they just boom, boom, boom. And that's the story that they told. I hope it's true. He galloping on a horse and stuff, and that's why and then it's him. That's why they made this, this state, a George Washington state in DC after Washington, because he was a real president. He wasn't, his brother had farmland with slavery, and when his brother died, he ended up with farmland with slavery. And Martin Luther King, he may have done some things, that, you know, such as, and listen, black people and people that are pro Martin Luther King, he slept with women behind his wife's back. I don't condone that. And I know most men do it, yes. But John F. Kennedy was telling him to slow down. After Marilyn Monroe incident, he slowed down to become a family man. His wife ended up miscarrying a baby. He told Martin Luther King to slow down on having infidelities. And so he done a lot of stuff. He preached in front of people, and he his face is everywhere. This is King County. King County. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I want to clean up King County. King County looked terrible. I wouldn't even want my name named if it's gonna be like this. George Washington is rolling in his grave. Abraham Lincoln is rolling in his grave, and so is Martin Luther King. They named him a name, King County, and yet this is like hell. It's hell. You have to agree. Murders, people getting shot on the highway, people getting shot while they walk. It's not safe out here. And my job as an advocate, sorry, my job as an advocate is to keep it safe. Keep it safe. I want to keep Seattle safe. That means cracking down on people breaking the law. If you crack down, they're gonna be like, I don't want to break the law. Let's go rob a bank. I don't want to, man. King County gonna have me in there, messed up. You need to make them think, second guess themselves about committing horrendous crimes. And I'm tired. I've been watching what show? Dateline. And they have to make deals with people that conspired to kill people and give them like 3 years or 10 years instead of life in prison or death. We need a better situation for that. We need to be able to trace the calls that they call when they're talking. Once they're a suspect, that should be admissible in court, where you trace their calls and trace what phones that they're pinging off of. So if they incriminate themselves, then it's on record. Also, there should be other things we could do, such as it's like Operation Phase One Zombie Land. You go downtown, there's people smoking meth, people doing horrendous things and smoking crack and doing all types of things. Think about that for a second. How would you feel going downtown? How would Cinderella feel going downtown and they like, hey, like one guy came up, three incidents. One guy came up to me after I came from court, and he was like, hey, I got an 8 ball of meth. You want me to sit in your car and we drive around and smoke it? I said no. Like, get the fuck out of my face. I didn't say that part because obviously this dude is off his rocker. But I'm like, what? Second incident. What was the incident? You got a cigarette? I said, you need to stop smoking, and drove off. Third incident. I was downtown dancing, and a guy that I know was homeless, that was wearing heels, hooker boots, I call them, tried to take my computer. He was trying to get closer and closer to my computer. And I'm like, here we go, man. It's nowhere safe. And then the geriatric, baby boomers, and the people that are older, they get suckered. Shouldn't we go down to a cleaner King County jail or court, or maybe up the street to Starbucks, or maybe walk in. You don't have to smell urine, reeking of urine. You don't have to see homeless people who want to be homeless. It should be a requirement that they're off the streets. It should be a requirement that they're off the streets. If they're sitting up there in a tent or laying there, you know, they put feces on the ground. That is, you don't. I mean, think about feces on the ground and the sun is booming. Think about that. That is toxic to the people who breathe it in. What are we going to do about that? Like I said, Operation Phase One Zombie. Keep them drugged so that they won't have inspirations. Because I'm not understanding why all these people of high stature can't get together and come up with a reasonable, doable plan to get meth off the streets. Not just one bus every 6 months. You got all these people getting paid 9 to 5 jobs, and nobody can come up with a resolution to get these people that are double Homeland Security agents, who are police officers, who border security. You you can't, they working with the cartel. You can't get them you can't find out. I mean, anybody that works in a government agency phone should be monitored in that type of situation. Border security, police, if they're working not cold case, but uh a type of if they're working their department, their section, working like for the cartel, trying to bust the cartel on something, going undercover, they should be monitored too. in case they're doing flip-floppy things. I'm sick of seeing these people bring in drugs, and I see people. I mean, it was even worse in Baltimore. Let me show you what they used to do. Hold up. I'll just do it here because I'm wearing a dress. They be like, and you be like, what? Really? You're nodding out. Wake up. It's sad, man. And this is King County, where the drugs flow abundantly and people ignore the fact that there's meth heads, there's cocaine, there's crack cocaine, there's uh, everything illegal. They smoke right in front of the police officers. They can't do nothing. They may be a police officer, but they had no stature because they as long as this uh you're doing it for personal use, they have no problem with it. But if you're doing it for uh like selling it, then there's a problem. It should be a problem for everything. People should want to be clean. I'm not perfect. I've even used before. I'm not going to be your perfect senator that said I ran with the best of them. I was clean. I got an honorable discharge. I was never on drugs. I never did anything wrong. No, I've done it wrong and I'm clean now. And that's what the point that I'm making is. I've been down that dark road. Wasn't the mayor of DC smoking crack? So you can't say that every senator, every politician is not on drugs. They just got caught. They just got caught. What about the ones that are doing it and haven't gotten caught? Why are we allowing meth across our borders? What is the real reason why we're allowing meth across our borders? You know what? Sorry. There should be states, there probably is, that allows this. Certain states are pro meth and certain, I mean, this is a pro meth state. And then what they gonna do when they run out of money? They're gonna rob. They're gonna like sit up there and do bad things like robbery, theft, everything to get that fix. They're putting THC businesses out of business, and that I can't go for. I'm not on that medicinal marijuana no more yet, but I tell you, I can't stand when I hear about a THC building going out of business because they robbed it. They worked their butts off to build those businesses so that they can create revenue and make a living. And then you're going to sit up there and rob them. I seen two African American girls go into Macy's, right? Tacoma Mall. They went into Macy's or some high end store right at the jury session. It was like 10 people here, 10 people just standing around doing what they doing, going shopping, going shopping. And then they just sat up there and boom, they hit the jury. They kept hitting the jury glass, taking the jury out, put it in their bag, and they walked off. They walked the fuck off. What is going on? One guy is he's about to get like restitution at Maple Lane for sitting up there and pretty much he shot somebody on the highway, and blamed meth. But you know my situation. I didn't, I took ownership, but I also say somebody poisoned me. And I mean it. I would never hit nobody. I know the law. And even if there wasn't a law against hitting, I would never hit nobody. He shot somebody. He think about this. He got on the highway, right? He's pimping out who he wants to shoot, right? That's a clear conscience. He shoots them. He ditches the car. He could. What point do you have to do that? He lied. Now he be at Maple Lane for 3, 4 months or 6 months. Hi, 3 to 6 months, and then what's going to happen then? He gonna get out, and then they're gonna say, "Well, we would like to drop your commute down to 2 years." That's how they play the system. Some people, and I know they hear it all the time, but I'm the good apple in the bunch. I am the good apple in the bunch. I don't lie. I have no reason. If I did it because I wanted to do it, I would easily say, "Yep, it was me." But to mix methamphetamine with marijuana is a deadly concoction. I've never knowingly did methamphetamine. And I put that on the Bible. I put that on God. I put that on myself. Only God knows. And now I'm stuck with some type of, thing. But I will tell you this, on a positive flip side, I strive to pay off my restitution because she did not deserve that. I strive to get this over with as smoothly, as cleanly, and as easily as possible. She's the outlier, and I'm an outlier too. And if you don't know what outlier is, you have all these circles, and then you got one way over there, and I'm way over there, and somehow we intertwine. So I don't know, man. I feel so bad that I did that. But that's why I want to get meth off the streets, man. I don't care if you use or not. Get the fuck off of it. Just because it's legal don't mean it. Get the fuck off of it. It's not good for your health. And then when you lose your teeth and you like, all right, man, I can't go, you're gonna be like, what? Some people don't even care, man. As long as they got one washed up guy next to them or one washed up girl, they're get off of it. Recover your life. Start now. Don't start. Don't start a year, 2, 3 later. Don't give yourself, well, in 3 years, I'm gonna stop. Get the fuck off of it. Just just do it. Just do it. And it hurts me to death to see family members like you have children and you using that shit. And you on the low using it. And then your child end up using it. It's like a vicious cycle in an environment. You're in a fucked up environment. Number one, you're using. Number two, your child is in your environment, in your world, which you can change as a parent. That you took an oath in when you opened your legs or you did what you did to help build a child up. And now they see you using because y'all in the same household. And either two things is going to happen. They're either going to leave and become sober because they can't stand you because you didn't do nothing for them like I did, which I ended up going down my own bumpy road being curious, and curiosity killed the cat, or they're going to become a meth head with you. They're going to use with you. And that's the ever vicious cycle that goes on within these environments. What is going to happen, man? Make your choice. We need more tougher laws. And that's, I'm going to end there. I'm going to end there because it's just going to get me riled up. But I will say that it's no excuse, man. Fuck a dare the drug administration, something. I forgot what dare mean. Fuck everything that goes on that tells a person, hey, look, get off the drugs. No, we need to crack down. It seems like we're relaxing the system. Well, if you're going to use personally. Why are we doing that for them? Because we don't need jail systems being packed. We need more jail systems. I don't care how corrupt it is. We need more jail systems. I'm tired of seeing this crap. Get off of drugs. It's too easy. GOOD. GOD. Get off drugs. Get off of drugs. Now, that's not a coincidence, and I'll end there.